Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Um, we have to talk about something that's extremely serious, and it has to do with what Texans are going through. But if you think, that it's not or it couldn't possibly affect you and where you live, think again because something like this could possibly be a domino effect. Okay? Think Patterson, New Jersey. All right? But before I get into today's video, hello, my name is Autumn, and on this channel, we talk about current events. Not just what happened here in the United States, but also what happens abroad in other countries as well. I do have a Patreon channel, and over there we talk about things that we can't discuss here on YouTube due to their terms and policies, okay? And the link is in the description box below, so please come and support me over there on Patreon. So, what we're going to be talking about is something that I don't even know how to even start. But first, let me say this. I want you to do your own research. I want you to form your own opinions, okay? Because I pull all of my information from very public resources, and I want you to be able to do the same. So how do I start? How about this? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Yes, that's what they say. Well, how about this picture right here? Pictured here is one of the women behind the massive Islamic enclave planned in Blue Ridge, Texas. It's over 141 acres that have been annexed for a compound. This photo was taken as one of the developers at the city council meeting that was requested that Governor Greg Abbott anti-BDS clause in violation of Texas Government Code 2271 be removed from the development agreement. Well, I think I found out why they wanted it removed. I have uncovered one of the main people behind the project that is celebrating, if you would like to say that, a LinkedIn post glorifying Hamas, the U.S. designated foreign terrorist organizations, okay? The post that she endorsed included the following statements. Hamas is victorious on the battlefield. Hamas is victorious in winning public opinion. Hamas is still working and effective despite the destruction. Hamas still retains almost all prisoners it took 8 months ago. Hamas defeated Israel and the entire West. History will judge the 8 months as one of the most brilliant and amazing military achievements in all of military history. Hamas changed history forever. Gaza wins. Now, Greg Abbott needs to help with this situation. And he has come forward and said that this development's not going to happen. It's not going to, the compound is not going to be built, yada, yada, yada. But just look at the man. Look at how defeated he is in this photo. Look at the complicit city council. They have done nothing to help the citizens who keep showing up to voice their concerns. Now, a courageous Texan stood before officials to warn of this epic city-style Islamic enclave that is creeping into Texas. Her name is Karen. And she spent nearly 3 years living in Kuwait under Sharia. What she witnessed wasn't diversity at all. It was the oppression of women. She said women couldn't leave without a husband's permission. Passports were confiscated by male guardians. Honor killings were reported regularly. Women lived segregated, hidden from public life. Now, Karen didn't come with theory. She came with firsthand experience. And now she's sounding the alarm. Why are we allowing the same Sharia-style enclaves to take root in Texas under the guise of planned communities? This isn't just a mosque near a neighborhood. This is an entire system that's completely walled off, operating by a different code outside the light of American law. Now, Karen, like so many today, took the podium to defend our values, our women, and the state of Texas. And her closing reminder, it hit home. She said, I had the privilege of leaving Kuwait anytime I wanted. But what happens when Sharia enclaves are built here? There is no way out. This is not fear-mongering. This is the truth. This is lived truth. And Texans are speaking in it. They are speaking their truth.
I live in Allen, Texas. I'm retired, but for about 30 years I was a quality manager for aerospace and oil and gas, and I traveled a lot. I lived in Canada, Mexico, I worked in Israel, and I lived almost 3 years in Kuwait. Living in all these countries really has helped me appreciate the American culture, our laws, and our freedoms. When I lived in the Sharia country, Kuwait, I did not have to hijab or wear a burqa, but I was expected to dress modestly. The women of the Sharia country, the Muslim women, however, were kept separated from men in the theaters, in the hospitals, in the hair salons, everywhere. The husbands kept their wives' passports and they maintained custody of their children. They did not allow their wives or children to leave Kuwait unless they had their husband's permission, and then they would give them their passports. Sharia also supported honor killings, which I saw in the newspapers on a regular basis. The women there cannot leave without their husband's permission, and I and other expats referred to Kuwait as an open-air women's prison. So then, if a Kuwaiti family, say, moves to McKinney, I would expect them to join our community, to attend our schools, to go to the hospitals if they need treatment, go to the McKinney Police Department for help, or to report a crime. I would expect them to live in the full light of American laws in the American community and not be hidden away or locked in their homes as they do in Kuwait. Now we're talking about the EPIC Plan community, which is described as a community aimed to serve the needs of the Muslim community with Sharia law as expected. My question is, why do they feel the need to hide themselves? What are they hiding for? Behind a wall community, a separate community, outside the light of laws in American courts. Is it going to be another open-air women's prison? So while I was in Kuwait, I was sometimes in fear of my life. I was chased through the desert. I was accosted regularly. I saw firsthand human trafficking, inhumane working and living conditions, total lack of respect for human life. And I would be glad to answer any questions you guys would have at any time. Just give me a call or let me know. One thing I want to close with is, as an American citizen, I worked for an American company, and I had the privilege of leaving Kuwait anytime I wanted.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's all for today's video, okay? I will see you in the next one, yes? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less.